Well, some good and bad news when it comes to Nebraska commodities. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
The numbers are in, and Nebraska lost millions of dollars in commodity exports between 2016 and 2017.
The report comes from the Nebraska Farm Bureau, and Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Alden German breaks down some of those numbers for us in our top story. Alden?
Rod, Megan, the losses stem primarily from grain production, but beef and pork fared much better. The Nebraska Farm Bureau published their international trade report early Thursday. Per the report, trade disputes have now left a noticeable impact on Nebraska commodities.
Overall, Nebraska exports of commodities out of the state in 2017 were less than they were in 2016 by about $200 million. And most of that was due to loss of exports in soybeans, which is our largest export commodity, and corn.
In total, Nebraska exported $6.4 billion worth of farm commodities in 2017, down from $6.6 billion the year before. The losses were particularly hard on corn and soybeans. Corn exports were down $140 million and soybean down $130 million in 2017 compared to 2016. Nebraska Farm Bureau says rhetoric surrounding fair trade is likely why.
Some of the trade rhetoric, some of the trade disputes that were starting to ramp up in 2017 with the Trump administration and Mexico and Canada and China, and I think we're seeing a reflection of that in some of these numbers.
It's not all bad news, however. Beef and pork exports saw tremendous growth between 2016 and 17, partially offsetting the losses from corn and soybean. That trend is expected to continue. However, now that retaliatory tariffs are in place against United States commodities, it's believed next year's report for 2018 exports will show even further declines in grain.
The beef exports will offset a little bit of what's happening in the soybeans, but I anticipate overall exports will be down again when we get the 2018 data as well.
One positive note for Nebraska grain farmers: as pork and cattle production increases, more feed will be needed, and that feed will likely come from corn and soybean producers. So while less might be exported overseas, more might stay within Nebraska's own borders. We have a link to the full study on our website, klkntv.com.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Alden German, thank you so much.